Alright, I'm here at Nillis and the F100T, and I'm just gonna fly a bit out on the range, drop some bombs maybe, then RTB and land. If I have the fuel, might do a dogfight against the MiG. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's fire up. It should be fairly easy. And then, let's go. Right, what I'm actually gonna do is put in the wheel chocks first.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
Chief, turn on the ground power.
Copy. Ground power is now on.
Alright, now we have some lights in the cockpit. That's better. I don't really need the radio today. I don't have a tank on this map, so... yeah, I'm gonna use the cartridge to start today. Should look fairly cool. You can also use ground air supply. But the sound kind of cuts in when you apply. Like, it's not as nice as in the F4 where you have a starter card and it spools up when you connect ground power and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna use the cartridge.
Copy.
Engine master.
Starter cartridge installed.
I might have messed this up. Let's try again. I did not wait for the starter cartridge. There we go. All the smoke. Temperature's rising, you can see it right here. RPM coming up. Control pressure coming.
Turn off the ground power.
Copy.
And
Ground
we have
power
a
is now
good
off.
engine start. That's basically the startup complete. Anti-skid channel on as we start taxiing. You can clear the master caution by checking the active warning lights on the panel here. So that's master caution checked. So you don't click on the master caution, that's not a button, but you click the individual warning lights to check them off. And you have the safety pins here as well, that's neat. Hold on, where's the bag? That's bag somewhere here. That's the map case. You can click that bag. And then the safety pins up again. You can do that on shutdown. Looking for it. I've seen reflectors showing it. No idea. There it is. You can set the mass 8, so mass is going to be 1-2 type F. I could also set Creech, which I think is 87. But yeah, anyway. I'm going to configure this stuff on the ground as slowly as bombing. I'm going to do a high drag low level delivery on some trucks. So this is a little bit counterintuitive, so you want the side select on rockets, because the bomb is a fixed level 65 meters or something. And the rocket is the one you can actually adjust. 140 mils should be good. We can check in the bombing table. Yeah, let's go for 250 feet. HGS delivery 500 knots. Yeah, 150 knots. Sounds good. I'm just going to leave the engine pressure gauge because I think that's dependent on temperature and stuff, but I have no idea how to calculate that. It's probably something I should look up. It's not that important here. In DCS, in real life it's probably very important, otherwise you're not going to be able to take off if your engine doesn't produce enough power. I believe there's standard pressure here, it's 30. No, so it appears to be working. gonna leave the canopy open for taxi.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
We can demonstrate the compressor stall of the engine actually while we're at it. Looks always cool when the flames are shooting out the front. Just have to leave the throttle fairly quickly. Can't be good for the engine. Okay, now let's do it properly. Very smooth, deliberate. It's going. Could spawn in an SI2 to demonstrate the RW, or maybe I'll do that. Well, we'll see. It's out on the east and south range, so I'm not sure if I want to go that far today. Thanks. I'll leave the hydraulic pressure gauge for the checks and then switch it over. Holding the brakes, I'm going to go full thrust tube. Oil pressure is good, temperature is good. Okay, that looks all good. Now we can check the hydraulic system. We're on SIS1 right now. Move the stick and it just pressure drops and then rises again. I'm going to do the same for system 2. And then switch it over to utility. So for takeoff, I'm going to leave the damper off. It's probably going to be a bit finicky on takeoff that way, but that's the official procedure, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'll leave it off, but it's not that easy to control. It's very twitchy. Once I've got some altitude in the air, I'm gonna turn it on. You can also turn it off for dogfights to get some additional nose authority, but you have to be careful with your stick then. It will give you a lot of G if you're fast. Brakes. Up, and now I think I'm good to check the damper now. I'll simply here attack west departure, and then off to the ranges. I used to do this all the time in the A10, attack west and then RTB. Strike recovery or something. Mostly it use 2-1 for the recovery, but I really like the strike recovery on 0-3. It's just such an interesting approach. Actually a little high here, but never mind. But it's not far. I pass between the gun range here. There's a shooting range and the town. There's gas peak for the recovery on 0-3. You would fly over top here, you'd be at the bridges here on the left there. You'd be at 5,500 and then descend further as you fly towards the Nellis. I'll start configuring my bombs here. raised, I can uncage the site. I think I want to be at like 3,700 feet for the bombing run, but I'll have to recheck. Actually make that 3,800, it's good enough, it doesn't have to be super precise. And we're entering the range. I think I'm gonna need burnout to get to the required speed here. Something crucial. Not sure how many bombs I dropped, but I forgot to set the amount. And I forgot to set it up to ripple. Damaged one truck, so let's try again. I think I dropped one bomb or something. Two. Actually dropped 4, okay. that went wrong. I probably was too fast. First drop would have been good. The first box landed just short. Unfortunately, I released 4 with 1 pickle instead of having it on ripple and then or 8 or 10 or whatever. But, let's do some strafing runs instead before flying home. I don't have the fuel for dogfight, I think. I've been make up in a 61 range, I think 61. And it's not far, but I'm gonna have to use a lot of burner for a fight, and I don't want to do that. Perhaps to have the gun selector on all guns, not safe. Yeah, nothing's going right here. It's perfect. I think I'm just gonna go back to Creech, re-on refuel, and come back. Yeah, let's do that. I broke my landing lights. Because I forgot to turn it off after takeoff. Actually, let's do something more interesting. I'm gonna spawn in the SA2 and then I can try and kill that. It's doing nothing at this speed, it's all rudder. The only way you're gonna turn is with rudder. It's not too hard to land as long as you watch your speed. Don't get too slow. Don't pull too hard. Don't let the AWA get away from you, basically. think my aircraft is damaged. Did I get hit by the bomb blast? I might just grab another one. I don't want to risk having something go. Hey, gotcha. Yeah, it's a very good module. I'm gonna grab a new one. I think I bombed myself.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
I'm gonna go bomb an SA2 and hopefully not bomb myself this time, and I'm gonna go for 500 feet delivery, I think, and yeah, maybe not break everything.
Chief, turn on the ground power.
I mean, they should be on Cold War servers like the Heat Blur
Ground power is
server,
now on.
or I'm in single player right now, but just testing things out. But there should be a Heat Blur server, I think PvE, there's Lima Kilo, which is like a Syria campaign style 80s, 70s, 80s server. Yeah, they should have it. And then maybe Contention. It's a beautiful cockpit, exquisite detail, and as well the skins, the external model is very good as well. Actually gonna rearm here, get rid of these sidewinders and replace them with bombs. You have Shrikes as well. I'm not gonna use them today, but they're fairly simple.
Request rearming.
I think the Strike'em doesn't
Copy.
like the low light here. I think it kind of works during midday, but I'm just gonna take it anyway. I'm gonna install the starter cartridge now. Clear out the cautions to get rid of the master caution as well. Oh yeah, it's interesting to fly. Very interesting. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do a realistic takeoff where I leave the pitch and yaw damper off, and it's very twitchy in the pitch axis. All right, starter cut.
Chief, install the starter cartridge.
Copy.
I'm gonna go for to external for the startup because there's a lot of smoke when you use the starter cartridge. And it's spooling up. We have light off. Exhaust gas temperatures coming up. Oil pressure is rising. Hydraulic pressure is coming up. And RPM is coming up. We can turn off the external power.
Chief, turn off the ground power.
Copy.
That's a good engine start.
Ground power is now off.
You even have the safety piece in cockpit for the seat and the kind of set up the bombs on the ground now properly. I forgot to set them properly last time and used everything. And that's pretty much ready to taxi now.
Copy.
Fairly easy to start up.
Wheel chocks are now removed.
You can demonstrate a compressor stall if I move the throttle too quickly. Let's not do that again. Raise the seat. I'll do that. I have to do that anyway when I'm bombing stuff. So. And actually I'm going to use the radar warning receiver to find the SAM site. I obviously have placed it in the editor. I know roughly where it is, but I don't know exactly. So we use the radar warning receiver to find it, and then when it launches on me, I can probably pinpoint the exact position. can do the flight control checks just to show it. Obviously in DCS not really necessary. And take off. Up. I'm gonna accelerate a little further before I raise flaps. Flaps are coming up. You can't have the maneuver, the takeoff flaps, you can have them down to, I think, 350, but I like to raise them around 250. Full flaps is 230, I think. We can drop out of afterburner, and I'm gonna just continue west here and see if my radar warning receiver picks something up as we climb out. Pitch damper activated. Now it's easier to control. And this time I didn't forget to turn off my landing lights so they don't get bent inwards. Even with the seat fully raised, 150 mils is right on the bottom of the glass. So I think I'm gonna have to actually sit up in my seat to see it properly. And I want to be on the ECS range, so it's the easy south. That's all the way up here, northeast of PD. High track Mark 82s. I'm gonna go for a 500 delivery. so it's going to be 150 mils after it's set. Spacing is 180 milliseconds, ripple single quantity 12. Well, we have 10 bombs on the jet, so that will get rid of everything in one pass. Oh, there, my radar 1 receiver picked something up, so let's see. That little chirp just now, that's the radar 1 receiver. Oh, there it is. It's like off to my 11 o'clock here. I think that might be a fire can. The AAA light was lighting up when yeah. See, that's a AAA light. So it's the fire can radar that I'm picking up here. No sign of the SA2 yet. And there should be a search radar out there. Once the search radar has me, it should command the SA2 to turn on. Once I'm, I think, well within the threat circle, like 40% inside the circle. The engagement circle of the missile, that is. Not the radar. The radar warning receiver is really cool. It's like you've got these lines and then different symbology and sounds. Oh, there we go. There's the SAM. It's right off my nose. I think it's already locking me, so I'm gonna put that on my 399 now. It's an SA2. If you have more modern radars, it will just be a high-pitched chirp. It can't really tell you what it is. Same for modern fighters. It'll pick up the emissions, but it's not gonna... Oh, there's a launch somewhere. Well, shit. I didn't see that. Got hit a little bit here. Well, that's what you get for not reacting properly. I'm gonna try again. I was talking, not paying attention. It doesn't help when you don't see the launch. I'm gonna pay more attention now. So yeah, it fired 2 missiles at me. The second one got me properly. Kind of defended the first. Don't know why the wheel brake check is in twice in the checklist.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
Chief, turn on the ground power.
Copy. Ground power is now on.
Install the starter cartridge.
Copy.
Starter cartridge installed. Request rearming.
Copy.
And light off.
Rearming complete.
One thing, the smoke trails of the old SATs are way too faint. They should be much better. It's like a modern smokeless missile mortar once the first boost is burned out.
Chief, turn off the ground power.
Copy. Ground power is now off. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Alright, third time's a charm, I guess. Let's try. Double check everything. Yeah, looks good. So. Turn north and then west after takeoff. That should give me some mountains to hide behind when the SA2 shoots. Engine pressure is good, looks all good. Afterburner. Right. Now. Move to manual. Where's the okay. So turning off, and then once I get the radar piece, I'm gonna turn west. Make sure I've got some distance between the not distant climate, some mountains, but mountain ranges or some hills between the sun side and my aircraft. Chirps. Somewhere out there. I think it's right there. There's a missile launch. That was way closer than I thought. so hard to pick out. Bet if I turn hot, it's immediately gonna launch. This is so risky. There's nothing to hide behind. I have to gotta get real low. Still don't have a good fix on that same side. It was somewhere over here. It's weird, I don't even have radar pings right now. There we go. See something over there that just looks like AAA, I think. There it is. Found it. Let's kill it. There's the lock. Did not even check the altitude of that some site. He's holding his shot really for a long time. There's nothing to hide out there from that SA2. That was pretty close. Not sure how many missiles he has left. I'm gonna stay over here. But he waited really long to launch. Reposition to the south. I think I can maybe get a little closer. This would be so much easier with a wingman. Have a chance to get inside his minimum engagement range from here. Fairly close. That was a fire cam blocking me, I think. Yeah, that was a bad drop. Way too long. One bomb. Can I do it? suffering from tinnitus. I'm very sorry right now. I will say the radar warning receiver is much better than the one on the Soviet fighters. Even something like the MiG-29, I don't like that. This is much more useful. Basically an oscilloscope with warning tones. Lights to tell you what's locking you if you get launched on. And it's not hampered by your own radar. So. Weird that the SA2 is still tracking me. I think it should do that. Yeah, my bombs went way long, so it was not within parameter. When you nail it, it's very precise, but... more practice required, I think. I feel like this, I think I'm gonna go to Nellis. Straight recovery into 03 left sounds fun. 13.5 and above or something. I'm just gonna fly in at like 12 or something, and then Angels 10 over Gas Peak, descent down towards the strip down to 6.5 and then 5.5, and then between the golf courses at 4.5, once over the Las Vegas strip, I think 3.5 or something, or 3.6, and then just no wet break 0.3. Still get radar pings from the fire cans from time to time, which is interesting. Or actually, it might be the search radar, thinking about it. Towards Gas Peak. We'll start descending here. Can be 10.5, I think. Oh man, I haven't done this in a pretty long time with I don't think I have the charts in the keyboard here, so it's probably going to be slightly wrong. But didn't hit anything, but at least I survived this time. I think I can descend down to 10.5 here. And then 9.5 over Gas Peak. Steep descent towards the strip to 6.5 and 5.5 once I'm over the road. Most aircraft would continue straight and then land at 2-1, but that's not what I'm going to do today. Descending to 9.5. I'm going to point my nose at the strip and descend towards 6.5 over the bridges, and then further down to 5.5, 4.5 over the Las Vegas highway, and then down to pattern altitude after crossing the highway. I think that was roughly the approach. this new aircraft. Needs much finer control here. Crossing the highway and descending to pattern altitude in the left turn. Nose is so twitchy without the damper. On the power curve here, it's bad. I descended way more than I wanted to. Really feels like riding this thing on an edge at this low speed. I kind of want to be 200, 190 here on the downwind instead of like approach speed. So much rudder required to start turning. Really feel the crosswind in the end. Pushed me off to the left. It's like during the approach there's like a wind shear. Like first it was coming like almost head on and then it drifted further to the right. The wind started coming on approach, it was pretty much head on, and then as it descended it changed direction, coming from the east. More northeast. start rolling, the nose wants to veer off to the right. That's just the wind and weird DCS physics. I don't think at this slow speed the nose shouldn't start to veer into the wind, but hey.
Chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
Alright, that's it for today. It's getting warm. Nice stuff. See you guys around.